We are back.
I didn't like that. That was really weird. I don't know why I did that.
Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I'm going to be doing a really requested video. Since my last time I filmed this video, we are going to be doing sex tips with Haley again. I got a lot of requests to do this video. You guys have asked for it. You wanted it. You were like, please do a part 2. I honestly was like really stumped, and then all of a sudden it all came to me and I had so many freaking ideas. I couldn't wait to share them with you guys. If you're a guy, please click off this video. This is for females only. We need, our privacy when it comes to what we do to prepare for you guys. You can't know everything we do. It's top secret.
So bye. See ya.
I wanted to share with you guys a couple of my tips for mostly hygiene, because I feel like your hygiene really follows into your sex life really well. So honestly, as long as your hygiene is down, everything else is gonna be great. Before we get into the video, okay, make sure that you subscribe down below and give this video a big thumbs up if you guys like my sex tips. And if you guys want more tips, I'll try to come up with more and we'll do a part 3. Let's make this some sort of girl talk. I don't know. We'll see. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram at Haley Gamba. I would really appreciate it. Maybe I'll do like a giveaway soon. So head over to my Instagram so you guys can see when that happens. Let's get into the video. Okay, so the first tip is for my thick girls. Now, honey, being thick is a blessing, a freaking man. But we have a little bit of extra meat on our bones. We have a little extra some, to grab on. So you really have to make sure that you deodorize all your thick areas. And it's really important that if you're chafing throughout the day or if you're sweating between the legs, that you spray some sort of deodorant, or you can even use some sort of deodorizing wipes between the legs and just make sure that you clean it up really good. This will also prevent some stretch marks, some chafing marks, and just redness between the legs. I've noticed that when your legs are more dry and they're rubbing up against each other, they're sweaty even, they can cause, marks and stuff like that. So I feel like if you deodorize between the legs throughout the day, especially if you're wearing a dress or a skirt or some shorts, you're good, okay? Like, you're gonna be nice and smelling fresh. And you don't want between the legs to smell bad. So it's kind of like a 2 for 1. Or is it a 1 for 2? A 2 for 1, yeah. Clean between the legs, girls. Okay, so I think I kind of covered this a little bit in my last video, but I wanted to talk about this, and this is going to be panty liners in the underwear. You need to stop having a flowing discharge in your beautiful Victoria's Secret underwear. What are you thinking, girl? That shit is expensive.
Expensive? Money, you can't.
So you need to put a nice thin panty liner in your underwear throughout the day when you are doing your daily activities, so you can just rip it off and your underwear stays fresh and smelling great. Obviously, right before you see your guy, you weren't able to clean yourself before you saw him. At least you can just take off the panty liner in his house, wrap it up in some toilet paper, he wouldn't even know, and your underwear is fresh and clean and it looks great. And then obviously do a little wipe between your legs so you're nice and clean and you're good to go. Panty liners will save your life, trust me. Okay, so this is a really random tip, but I didn't mention this in my last video and I thought about it further and further. I'm like, oh my God, I should have brought this up. If you have nails, my chicas with nails, clean underneath them. When you cook, when you eat your pizza, when you eat your burger and you're getting ketchup and mayonnaise and pickle juices all underneath your fingernails and all you do is a quick little rinse, that's just not gonna cut it, okay? You need to clean your nails. Clean them, okay? Take your soap, squirt it in your nails, really let it fester, make sure you get it in there. Even take a washcloth and clean it out like this. Your nails will be nice and clean. You should not be walking around with your fingers smelling. No guy wants that on any part of his body or even around him, so make sure that you clean them really, really, really good, and you'll be good. Hands are like the dirtiest parts of our body. We have to make sure that they're clean. Okay, so I know this is gonna be something that a couple of you girls are not gonna be able to resist, but sex on the period is a no-no. I really highly recommend to just wait. I know that week's gonna be horrible. Just make sure you give him a couple. Just saying, stop having sex on your period. It's dirty, it's smelly, it's fishy, it's a mess. You gotta clean up. But if you are going to have sex on your period, make sure that you really clean yourself really good with a baby wipe before preceding the act, and then make sure that you clean yourself after as well, and lay a towel down on the bed, okay? Like, don't mess up the sheets. That's just not cute. Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember this from my last video, but I did bring up ears, how they smell, but something that I forgot to say is your earrings. Your earrings that you keep in your ears all day long are obviously a part of your ears, so you're going to have to soak your earrings in rubbing alcohol to prevent that smell from kind of transferring back into your ears again. So I wouldn't say necessarily every time, but maybe every other time you take out your earrings, make sure that you soak them for only a few minutes and then wipe them with a paper towel. Put them back in your ears. It will not ruin the earrings. I've been doing it to all my cheap ass jewelry for years and it's never ruined it. So as long as you do it for a short amount of time, you're good to go, and it will just keep your ears smelling fresh and clean. Back to the thick women, okay? We need to make sure that our booty crack is smelling good. I can't tell you that just as bad as your thick legs, your butt crack could smell. Especially through the summertime, like your butt is just sweating, especially if you got a fat ass. Like I've seen girls with some big old donkey booties. I'm not talking about really me, because my butt's like whatever, but it still does produce an odor if I don't clean it. So my tip is to make sure that you baby wipe your whole butt crack once a day, if not twice a day, whatever you want. I honestly think you should just at least get into the habit of doing it. Wipe it with a baby wipe or some sort of sanitary wipe. You can use like the St. Ives or like, I don't know, what are people using? Summer's Eve? I just use a plain baby wipe, but use whatever wipe you're comfortable using and really clean in the butt crack. I feel like a lot of people focus on feminine hygiene in the vagina and avoid their butt, but your butt is just as important. Obviously, somebody can smell your butt if they're smelling your vagina, so it's the same difference. So really make sure you clean in there, clean around the butthole, and yeah, you're gonna be nice and clean down there. I know this is a little TMI, but I would wanna know. So on the same topic as your butt, if you are already shaving your vagine, make sure that you shave your butt crack. I'm not saying to have it in tip-top shape always and really like get in there, but I think if you just spread one cheek, shave one side, spread the other cheek, shave the other side, it will just look so much cleaner, especially if you have some long curly hairs coming out of your butt. Like you wanna make sure that it looks nice and tapered and clean, right? And it will also prevent like a lot of sweating down there because hair obviously produces sweat. So if you have less hair, you won't sweat as much. It's like a win-win. Another trick that I love to do is to take a little bit of perfume on my fingers and dab it between my legs. It will just make you smell really good. I was talking a lot about coconut oil and lotions in my last video, so I wanted to also remind you, if you want to take it a step further, that you can 100% just put a little bit of perfume on your legs and it will just be great. Any type of wipey that you use, you should be using it also on your vagina. Make sure that you're cleaning in between pee, especially if your pee is not looking so great. I know I talked a lot about water in my previous video and making sure that your pee kind of runs pretty clear, but on a day where you drank coffee or you kind of didn't drink enough water and your pee is like yellow in the toilet, you really want to make sure that you clean that area with a wipey so that it doesn't produce an odor, because obviously darker colored pee smells worse than clear pee. So just make sure that you're using wipies all the time and get in the habit of doing it. I wouldn't say to really saturate it because that's how you get yeast infections, but just make sure that you wipe it pretty well all around the area so that it keeps it smelling fresh and good. Now, my tip for looking sexy as ever is make sure that you're doing some sort of body glow, body oil, body powder, body
Sparkles.
any type of body anything I love. I literally sway towards. I will probably put up a couple pictures somewhere in this video of type of body things that you can buy that will make your body looking amazing. But when you're butt ass naked and you have a ton of body glow on and sparkles and like a nice little bronzy tan, a man can't resist it, especially if it's all over your ass. Oh, literally dead. Like they would be dead. You'd have to pick them up off the floor. Another TMI, a weird thing, but I felt like I needed to mention it, is to shave around your nipples. Your nipples are looking cray-cray sometimes, and making sure that there is no hair on your breast area. Don't be ashamed to say that you have hair there. We have hair everywhere. We are human beings. We have hair literally head to toe. I don't care what any of you bitches say, like, of course you do. So make sure that you take care of it and shave around it. This is a really big hygiene one that I felt like I had to mention to you guys, and it's to clean inside your belly button with a Q-tip and some rubbing alcohol. Your belly button can get a really smelly and really gross if you don't clean it, especially people like me who have like an innie outie. Like I have an outie that kind of went into an innie, but it's like still in there. So I really have to get in there and clean. And if you don't do that, a lot of buildup and residue can get in there, and it just isn't a good look. It's not a good smell, and nobody wants that. Us girls need to be on tip-top shape. If you enjoy the process of like getting ready and doing cute things, I'm just kind of giving you guys those extra things that you can add into your routine to make yourself feel like, oh my God, I am a whole ass woman right now. Like I feel, smell, and look amazing. So do not neglect the belly button. So this is kind of inner body hygiene, and it's to not eat gassy foods before doing the deed. So us people, we fart. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it would be weird if you didn't fart or belch. Obviously, us being natural people, we do that sometimes, but you know, we don't have to tell the men, right? My tip is to not eat gassy, smelly foods before doing it, so that you're not farting, burping, or doing any type of those activities while you are doing those things. Perfect. Love that. No beans. You hear me? No beans, sis. Stop trying to bring him to Chipotle before you get him into your bed. No beans. My final tip is to secure the wig. You do not want a man pulling your wig off, okay? That's all I have to say about that. That's literally it. Got to be glue gel at Target. Can't be more than $10. You have to get it ASAP. So this was part 2 of my hygiene video. If you guys want me to do a part 3, let me know. I can make this into some sort of series of just like tips that I've accumulated over the years. I love hearing these kinds of things, and I honestly love talking about them. I feel so raunchy and bad. Kind of love it. So let me know down below if you guys want to see these videos from me. And yeah, let me know if you tried out any of these tips, and give me any of your suggestions down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and stay tuned for my next video.